Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bapna. Today we are going to see how to use AS2 protocol to transfer a EDI message between two parties. So basically AS2 is the secure way of transferring the data. Okay, and if you see on the screen, so basically there are two parties, sender and the receiver. Okay, and you prepare the message and the sender will compress, sign and encrypt the message, send over HTTPS to the receiver will decrypt, verify and decompress the message and send to the backend system. And then finally it will also send the synchronous or asynchronous MDN, that is the message disposition notification, to the sender. So basically for compression we can use technique like zlib or whatever, you can whatever technique supported. Okay, and like in MuleSoft we will going to in this demonstration with MuleSoft we will use zlib technique to compress the message. For encrypt, we use the public key of the receiver to encrypt the message. For signature, we use the private key of the sender to sign the message. Okay. Now for decrypt, we use the private key of the receiver to decrypt the message. For verification, we use a public key of the sender to verify the message. Then finally decompress we will use. So we maintain one key store on the sender side, we maintain one key store on the receiver side. The sender basically have a private key of the sender and the public key of the receiver. Private key will be used to sign the message, whereas a public key will be used to decrypt sorry, I am wrong here. So private key will be used to sorry, the public key will be used to encrypt the message and the private key will be used to sign the message. So going down in at the receiver side, a private key will be used to decrypt the message and the public key of the sender to verify the message. That is how the communication will happen. So let me go, we have to generate two key store here, sender key store and the receiver key store. Sender key store will contain the private key of the sender and the public key of the receiver, and the receiver key store will contain a private key of the receiver and the public key of the sender. Okay, so let's generate two key store. So key tool, like we will generate the sender key store. Key tool gen key ls, it's a mule sender. Key algorithm RSA, we can define the length also. Key store is this is the command. I will copy this and you can go to like C, let me go to program files, Java, JDK, bin, and there is a key tool. This key tool can be used to generate all these certificates and all these keys. Enter. So we have to provide the key store password. Okay, something is gone wrong. Okay, I have some data already located in particular folder. Let me remove all this. Okay, use same command again, enter. It will ask the key store password. It will confirm it. Give the first name as a localhost. Enter, enter, enter. Yes. Now it will ask the private key password. Okay, it generated, if you see, it generated a sender key store. Now similarly, we generate a receiver key store. Use same command, just change the name of the receiver key store. Say localhost. Yes. MuleSoft. Okay. The next step, now we have to share the sender public key to the receiver and receiver public key to the sender. So basically JKS contain both public key and the private key. The key store contain public key and the private key. We have to extract that. So basically now we will extract the public key from the sender key store. There is a command called export lis mule sender. That is the lis name. Okay. And the key store, that is my sender key store, and finally the certificate which we have to export. Simple. Enter. Password MuleSoft. Now we will do same thing. We will going to extract a certificate from the receiver key store, a public key from the receiver key store. Same command. Say enter. So if you see in the folder, you will see two public key, sender and the receiver public key. Now we have to import this public key in the key store, in the sender and the receiver key store. Now next command, import a receiver public key and the sender key store. So import ls, this is mule receiver public, this is the ls name, and this is very important to identify the correct certificate. key store is the sender key store, but we are giving the receiver public, certificate. If you see, it's a receiver public certificate in the sender key store. Enter MuleSoft. Yes, so this has been trusted now. Now reverse. Now in the sender, import the sender public key in the receiver key store. So if you see, it's a Mule sender public and e certificate receiver key store. It's a receiver key store and the sender public key. Copy. Enter MuleSoft. Yes. So we have done with all this configuration. We have a 2 key stores ready, which we will use in our demonstration. So copy sender key store and the receiver key store. I have already created one application. There is nothing in that particular application for now. Okay, let me clear everything. And I will paste those key stores in the source main resources. Okay. Now first thing, you have to download AS2 in your Mule palette. So you can simply go to Exchange, add dependency to your project, AS2, search for that. This is AS2 connector. Simply you can add it and you can say finish. I am already there. I will not use that. So if you see AS2 connector, you have various operation. AS2 as a listener. So AS2 as a listener means AS2 as a receiver. Whereas send with async ambient, like I mentioned, like you can send the synchronous response or asynchronous response. Okay, and like send with sync ambient. So this will be the sender. Okay, we will use send with sync ambient and as a listener. Okay. Now next thing, we will drag and drop a HTTP listener first, where we can send the request. So for this demo, we will not going to use the HTTPS. So I have already published some video how you can achieve the HTTPS one-way SSL and all those things. So you can go through that. So I will do the connector configuration. I will click on this plus sign. I can change port 8084. You can keep 8081 also. And I will say test. Okay. Next thing, go to AS2, just drag and drop send with sync MDN. MDN is nothing, it's just a message delivery notification similar. Just click on this plus sign. So what are the things we require? A partner URL. We have to create one more flow, like where we can, as a sender, or as a receiver. The partner URL means like where we have to send the AS2 message, right? So HTTP localhost. I will use 8084 and test one. Or for avoid confusion, I will say receiver. Okay. Then AS2 partner self. So this is us. So basically this is the sender. So test. So what is the alias name for the private key? So basically if you see the diagram, so for sender, we require to sign in unencrypt the message. So we require the private key of the sender and the public key of the receiver. So what is the private key of the sender? What is the alias name we given? So this is my sender key store. So and what is the alias? It's a Mule sender. And email you can say test@gmail.com. That's it. Now this is the AS2 partner name, that is the receiver. I can say test1 x509. So now it's a very important point. So basically we will also have a public key in our sender key store. So what is the alias name for that? So import the receiver public key in the sender key store. So this is the key we have import in the sender key store. Just paste this here and I can say test1 at gmail.com. So now we will first see how we can sign the message. Then we will see the encryption and everything. Kept everything as a default. And what is the key stored password? It's a MuleSoft. What is the key store path? So we have already copied the copy and paste the key store at a build path. So we don't have to give a complete path. We will just say sender keystore.gks. Now give a private key as a MuleSoft. Okay, that's it. Those are the settings we need to do. Okay. Now initially I mentioned like we need to create a receiver flow also, right? So what I will do, I will just send this. And click this as a test one, because we have given the test one in that partner URL. And the next last thing, payload. Okay, now one thing I forget to explain you, those are the important parameters. So if you go to AS2, so if you see this AS2 partner name and AS2 partner name, what happens? So basically, whenever it will send a request to the, like a receiver, it send the two parameter the head in the header. So that is AS2 to and AS2 from. So two, in this case, two will be test one, and at from will be test. Correct. So these are the two header. It will send automatically. Say okay. Let me check the configurations once again. So mostly, like if you do anything wrong with your certificate configuration, it will not work. So make sure your alias name and everything is perfect. Key store, sender key store, let's check. We have given the private key alias name correctly, mule sender and mule receiver public. Hopefully this all are correct. Say message, and I will try to run the application. I will just pause the video till application, started. Friends, welcome back. The application has been deployed successfully. I will just clear the console, send the request. I will send this particular message, send it. You will get some error. Just ignore this error, because I will tell you why we are get the error. But you can see the message and everything get in play. So let me check what is happen. The invalid status code received. Okay. Okay, let me check. I think it tried to send the message. Something is not correct here. It's a test one only. Okay, let me check what URL we given as a partner URL. Okay, we have given the receiver. Okay, I have to change that configuration. Instead of test one, I have to give it as a receiver. Okay, let me stop the application again and let me run it. I will just pause the video till application get deployed. So welcome back. The application deployed again. Let me clear the console, send the request. Okay, the endpoint test not found. Let me check what endpoint we have given here. No, we have done the changes at wrong end. Its test is here and the receiver is in this flow. Basically from here it will transfer the request to receiver. I'm sorry for that. Okay, this happens sometime. Stop the application, run it again, save. I will just pause the video. Welcome back guys. So let me clear the console. Let's try once again. Okay, you just ignore this error. So if you see, okay, I will tell you why we got this error. If you see, the message has been signed with this particular signature, right? You can see that. And but your message is not encrypted because we haven't used the encryption there. Okay, but why this we got the error? So if you see, okay, it expecting AS2 AS2 and AS2 from in the response back from this particular flow, right? In this particular flow, like we haven't set the AS2 to, we have set the AS2 to and AS2 from in this flow, right? But we don't have set AS2 to and AS2 from in this, from this flow to uh, uh, this flow in the response. So basically we need to do that, but we will avoid right now. We don't have to worry about that. I will tell you how we can fix that. but you can see like your message has been signed properly, okay, but it has not been encrypted. It's a clear text, right? How we can do the encryption, I will show you. Go to AS2 and click on this edit button, and no, you can use any algorithm. So I will use, like 256 CBC. Okay, just stop and run the application again. Wait while application is deploying. Okay, the application has been deployed. Let me clear the console and send the request. You just forget of, like, no, ignore that error which we will get, and I will tell you how we can fix it. So you can ignore this error. This is again ES22 from, but you can see this time the message has been encrypted. Everything has been encrypted. See, you can see that, right? Your payload has been encrypted, correct? Now the next thing, we will use two things now. Okay, so go and like send asynchronous. Go to this edit, and as I mentioned, we can also compress the message. So there's just something called compression type. Okay, so you can use Zlib. Okay, now next thing, as I mentioned, we are getting some error, like, so AS2 and AS2 from null in the response. So basically what happen if you are sending something in AS2 and AS2 from in the request, we expecting back from the response. So simply I will remove this listener. Instead of that, what I will do, I will use AS2 to listener. Okay, and I will do the connector configuration. It's a very simple, like, you have to define the AS2 partner name. Okay, and this time it's self. So there we have defined the partner name as a test one and the self name as a test. So now yes, self will be the test one and X509 alias. So now what will, it's a receiver. So it's mule receiver, if you check. So now it's a private key, okay, of the receiver, mule receiver. And I can say test1 at gmail.com. Now reverse here. It now partner. What is the partner? Test. What is the alias? So now we have to give the sender public key. Okay, that is the alias for the sender public key, and test at gmail.com. Okay, now you have to define a key store password, that is MuleSoft, and key store name, that is receiver key store dot gks, and finally again a password of your private key. It's a MuleSoft only. Okay, that's it. Let's check whatever, everything is fine. Mule receiver, mule sender public, it's all fine. Okay, this time you will see the message will get decrypted. Okay, and you will not see any error. Let's deploy the application. Okay, now application has been deployed. Just send the request. Okay, what happened? Oh, got it. I got. If you are defined the AS to listener, so we have to define the path also. Okay, so that is receiver. Okay, we haven't defined the path like HTTP listener, so we have to define that path. Stop. It's good. Like I'm just. It's good. Like we are getting the errors. I'm just clearing the console. Let's wait while application is getting deployed. Okay, clear the console again. Send the request. So this time we got a successful response, and even you can see the message has been decrypted, and you can see it here. So basically what happened? So this listener, we send a request on this listener, and like this is sender. This has signed the message, encrypt the message, and compress the message. This AS2 listener has verified the signature, decrypt the message, and uncompress the message, decompress the message, and that's why in the logger you can see the clear text message, right? So this is how you can enable AS2 communication for your application for transferring the EDI documentation, and make sure like you are using the HTTPS instead of HTTP. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.